Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 25th to the 31st of July 2016. We have a lot of Leo energy around at the moment. The sun is in Leo, and that means that the sun is rising in the sign of Leo at dawn, so that colours the flavour of this month. So we have the sun, Venus and Mercury all in the warm and radiant sign of the Lion. So the Lion has courage, and courage comes from cœur, which is the heart. So the sign of Leo, it's a time to explore our confidence and our courage, where we can stand, put our shoulders back, radiate out from the heart centre and the solar plexus, take up the space that we deserve, and be warm and generous at this time of year. But not all people in the month of Leo and not all Leos are confident. So this is a good month to explore your body language and the inner narrative behind it, where you may be limiting yourself or over-apologising for being here, and where you can actually accept and radiate that warmth, be golden and stand tall and strong. So it's a lovely month. We're all out in the sunshine, hopefully, and it's sociable and, like I say, generous and warm-hearted. But have a look at your posture, have a look at any limitation that you've got going on there. You have every right to take up the space that you take up. You have every right to stand up tall and to shine brightly. So we've got an opportunity now, with the moon waning after the full moon in Capricorn, to rinse off any negativity, any apologeticness, and to stand in our own strength. This week we also have Uranus stationary, preparing to go retrograde in the sign of Aries. And Aries is a fellow fire sign. So when Uranus is in Aries, it's where we take our soul energy and where we're dynamic with our individuality and original thought. So with Uranus stationary, there's a bit of a stasis going on. There may be a little bit of a confusion. It's felt partly like a Mercury retrograde in a way. It's felt partly like communication can get confused and we don't quite express ourselves the way that we want to, or we're taken out of context by others. But by the end of the week, by Saturday the 30th, Sunday the 31st, Uranus will be slowly turning retrograde in Aries, and we can take that energy inwards. So how much do we really know ourselves? How much are our thoughts and our actions unique to us and a pure expression? How much conditioning do we need to get rid of? And how can we be unique but still part of the group? Because Uranus is the rebel, but not just rebellion for rebellion's sake. Uranus says, I'm going to challenge what I'm told, not for the sake of just being special, but because if a lie has been built up over time, there's no point repeating it. Some things just aren't true that we're told as raw truth in this world. So it's a good opportunity to raise an eyebrow and to say, really? Is that true? Is that my belief? Or am I following the group? Group belief, group patterning, group conditioning. So we take that inwards, we find that inner knowledge. Aries is the head and the energy, so it's all about thinking and how thought creates action. And Uranus wants to go in there now and just say, well, what am I acting upon? What am I thinking? What am I believing? Is it true? Is it relevant to now as well? Because Uranus holds the vision of how we can break down the old and bring in the new. So it's going to be a great opportunity for the next 5 months, right up to the very end of December, to go in and find that sovereignty, to find out what you really know, what the real truth is, and what you give value to, so that you can believe in yourself and you can create, work upon and build upon a better future. Some people don't want to know the truth. They're more comfortable believing a lie or an illusion or something that's felt comfortable, and not challenging what they've been told, because that might mean, well, if this is wrong, then what else is wrong? But unfortunately at this time, a lot of the things that we have been told and that we've been trying to build upon have been false, and those falsities are being revealed now. So try not to feel uncomfortable with that, but always focus on the better. Always focus on the simplicity and the joy and the unity. We're in a time now which is a little bit like the late 60s, the civil rights movement. That's come back into effect. So it's very much to see that vision of where we can bring back equilibrium, where we can bring back we're all in this together, the Ubuntu mentality, rather than the strata system of there's those at the top and those at the bottom, and we have to follow, we have to struggle, we have to live in lack or fear. So it is actually a very happy aspect, but it can be uncomfortable if people don't want to change their mind, or for those that don't want to challenge authority. But we do have 5 months, like I say, so go in gently. This week we'll have Venus and Mercury at a very harmonic angle to that stationary Uranus, going in with the strength of heart and the clearness of mind and the bravery and the courage to actually take a look at what is the base reality, what is core truth, and what has got to go now. Wherever Uranus is active, we can also see this work in society and in politics. So we can see that the system's breaking down, and it's a good idea over the next few months to have a look at things like clean energy or equal bartering systems, equal exchanges of value, to get rid of the old financial systems of lending and interest and things like that. So have a look at how the system works, and have a look at how it would work if we were all equal, if we were all fair and we turned up every day, grateful for our talents, happy to share, generous and contributing to the group, and how that could possibly work as a new system. The third planet in a fire sign, we have Saturn retrograde in Sagittarius. So this is at a harmonic angle to Venus and Mercury this week. So Saturn is slowly going retrograde in Sagittarius, taking us inwards to find our inner teacher. So this goes really, really well with the destructure and restructure, as we can go in and find the core truths. So lots of study available at the moment, lots of returning back to the heart to find the ancient wisdom and to bring that forward and to apply that into a new way of living and a new way of being that's fair for everyone. The only planet changing sign this week will be Mercury going into Virgo by the end of the week. So we've got Mercury in Leo at the moment, wonderful for creative expression and for sovereignty of thought. Soak up all of that energy, because by the end of the week Mercury will be going into Virgo. Now Mercury can get very, very busy in super productive Virgo. It's one of the rulers of Virgo, and it's about doing the right thing at the right time and making a long plan from seed to harvest. So the mind-body connection is very intelligent when Mercury is in Virgo, and it's having a look at where we use our energy and how we can break down a big project and do it in smaller stages. But also, like I say, the mind-body connection, Mercury being the mind and Virgo being the body. So we can have a look at mindfulness, presence, blessing our food, eating with intention, our connection with nature and herbalism. All these wonderful things start to pour in when Mercury turns into Virgo. So a lovely week of sunshine and Leo gloriousness, but then next week feels like a little bit more back to work. Let's get a plan together and let's see where we're going to put our energy with vision and genius. So this week really is a story of the head and the heart. Are those two balanced? Are they working together? Are they aligned to real truth? Are they actually going to produce something of real worth? So we can study things, like I say, like confidence, standing up and taking up our space. We can have a look at a vision of how a more equal world would work and start to imagine that into being. But we can also have a look at where we're too compliant and where we're giving away our power. So as the veils of illusion start to fall away and we can start to see with clarity, we should begin to feel lighter inside, as in less heavy. We should be able to strip off some of the density that we've been dragging along with us and get back to that simple, flexible core self, a clean mind, a pure heart, and a vision for where we're heading. So those are the horoscopes for this week, and I'll see you next week. For anyone that would like to study astrology, there are many ways that we can do this. So you can come to me for a one-to-one reading, or maybe join the members group where there's lots of lively and interesting discussions happening. We can learn our own chart as the current energies come up and discuss the bigger esoteric topics as well. Or also I have a whole series of online courses, from my 1 to 3 year degree course to some shorter courses, 3 tarot courses, 2 courses learning how to work with the moon cycles, and 1 course learning how to work energetically with your space, feng shui style. So for any of that, please do contact me, zoehines7@gmail.com.